What's up, Internet? I'm Aries Van Dam. How was y'all's Thanksgiving? Mine was pretty calm and quiet. I slept all day. Sorry I didn't come on. I was gonna, and then I didn't. So, today, since everybody's fat and full of turkey, let's just get back to some feminism stuff. How about that? Today I want to show you when a feral girl attacked Andrew Wilson on the Whatever podcast. So let's get right into it. Oh, I'm doing shit a different way, so it may take me a little while if I'm going to a second video, just because I did it a different way today. But could be aware, just letting you know.
Talk streams. Hello.
I know. I'm sorry.
We went over it yesterday. We went over it before the show today. I think also that's like incredibly like a total buzzkill thing to say at the beginning of the stream.
Well, I mean,
like
to say.
Hold on.
Sure. Go ahead.
So we have other panelists here. I think it's incredibly disingenuous to just say that he rapes his wife without providing the fuller context of that conversation. Yeah. Mind you, you must have missed the part where Rachel was continuously chiming in through the show, where she's consented to, like, she wakes him up with certain acts, he wakes her up with certain acts.
Well,
you want to insert a buzzword to try to paint this man as a fucking predator and a criminal, and I think that's absolutely despicable, especially at the start of a fucking dating discussion.
This is a joke here that he's doing. They're talking about Andrew waking his wife up with sex, if that's assault or not. That's all. This is a kind of silly thing they do.
I'd like you to apologize to Andrew.
I apologize for my language.
No, it's not your language. I want you to apologize for your mischaracterization, because categorically that's not what he is.
Did he not say
Well,
that?
yeah,
Categorically,
but
that's not what he is.
But here's the thing.
Did you say that?
And I don't think you were raping your wife.
No,
Okay.
well, no, right? So this is the problem. Is like you can just definitionally. So women named Kinsey who drink water are grapists. By that definition, aren't you a rapist? Yes, right? So that's what you do. You definitionally will say, oh, you and every other normal American married couple on planet Earth will oftentimes wake each other up with sex. It's grape. It's like, it's the most ridiculous thing anybody's ever. They were laughing at you because it's so ridiculous.
Now, if that were an assault, there's a lot of women I know that need to be in jail because they wake me up with their mouth. And I've never once complained about it. I've been very nice about it. I've just allowed them to finish. So
Ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous that one aspect of engaging with someone when you're having sex is that they're conscious.
Oh, anybody here?
I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous.
Ever been in a couple relationship where one of you woke the other one up with sex? Anyone? No? Just me and you? That's it?
Wow.
I ask.
It's good to make sure.
I wake you up and ask. That's some lady thinking there. Because now you got me pissed off. You woke me up, and then you're gonna make me happy with a blowjob. You're giving me mixed signals here, bitch. Just put your mouth on there and don't ask. Don't ask.
Yeah. Like if you're married to.
Do you know how much it kills the mood if you ask a girl, "Hey, I'm gonna kiss you now"? You can hear their panties drying. It's just, that's what you want. That's what you want. You say you want that, and the first time a guy does that, what does this be, friends? You give mixed signals because you don't go for the guys who do that. You go for the guy who just grabs you and kisses you because that's what you like. You think you like this, but you don't.
Or the other person.
No one would.
Do that,
Why do you want them to be unconscious?
I mean, I don't like, my wake, I don't have the, device.
You don't want them to be unconscious. They just are unconscious. What the fuck?
That puts it in.
Not drugging her.
But I wake them up in ways to
And if you're that bad at it and they don't wake up, well, then no harm, no foul.
suggest that I want it.
Yes.
And then
Do you suggest that you want it, or you actually are like forcing penetration while they're unconscious?
I'm not doing that.
As if it's not implied consent whenever you fall asleep naked in a man's bed. Like, you don't think that that's implying some consent? What the fuck?
I'm not doing that. That'd be pretty
Well,
hard.
So
I mean,
funny.
you would have
There
to
we
have
go.
a lot of intent to.
Seems like she walked it back.
No, I mean,
Into
most
like-
people in those situations, there's like groping and stuff. They don't usually put it straight on in when they. I don't know how
That's
to
what I
explain
was
it.
thinking,
Like,
like,
So wait, they only SA you while you're asleep then? They don't.
and if it's in her
What do they do? What
definition
do they do?
of
Are they just grabbing a boob? Are they
No,
just grabbing?
you can't, like, I don't personally agree. My boundaries in a relationship, I'm okay with that. If someone is not okay with that, then it is.
All right, public declaration right here. Any woman that I ever fall asleep in your bed naked, you have full consent to lick anything you want down there. Go for it. Not gonna stop you.
Is essay and grape, you know?
So I'll explain it like this, I guess really simply. If you have given consent to your girlfriend, hey babe, I would like you to, and I will allow you to wake me up with a BJ. Her position is that that woman has just now committed a felony. Would you guys agree that she should be then arrested and placed? I mean, she doesn't believe in prison. Should she then be placed in prison? A girlfriend, your boyfriend says, "Hey, babe, I'd like you to wake me up with a BJ. You fully have my consent." She thinks that that's SA. She thinks that that's a felony.
I
mean,
don't agree with that.
No, let's let the
I
panel
can see
answer.
where she's coming from. Like,
How are you serious?
no, I'm not.
Where is she coming from?
I can see what she's trying to say. Like, she would want like her partner to be awake or her be awake before like having sex.
Well, that's fine if that's her standard for her
Do you
relationship.
think consent should
Maybe you should think about that before you fall asleep naked. It's on you. It's your fault now.
be reversible?
But it's not rape.
can.
If
If that
they
mo-
say no and they keep going. That is.
So
rape.
you're saying if I
Right.
tell my
Say-
girlfriend,
I'm just asking, do
no,
you think
are you
a
saying
That goalpost just moved on me. Yeah, if she tries to stop you when she wakes up, yeah, that's different. No one's saying that.
aspect of
Nah.
consent is that it's reversible?
so?
It is
Are you
ridiculous.
saying that if I
How
tell
can you reverse it if you're
If
unconscious?
he's doing it and you wake up and you don't want to, then just be like, I don't feel like it, and have him stop. It's
Yeah.
that
I
simple.
mean, imagine you wake up and your boyfriend is having sex with you.
I don't think it starts like
That
that.
you would
First,
wake
that
up,
for me, like,
That for me
like-
would feel
I don't have to
very-
imagine it.
Unless
I
you're
do
on
it all the
drugs or
time.
something.
Very
I think it's
violating
funny.
if he has been.
I don't think you would
penetrating
sleep
me
through that
once.
unless
you
you're on
missing the
drugs.
why do you
Yeah, this egghead here is not the one that's going to go feral in a minute. So just preparing y'all. This is just some banter before. Really, it's just a silly talk.
conveniently omit and exclude the portion where there has been consent given?
Why are you not answering
And
my
how about
question
you answer my
when it
question?
comes to
I'm the
should
host.
consent be revocable?
I know I don't have the mute
So-
button like you do on your bullshit TikToks, but I'm the host, so you're going to answer my question. Go ahead.
So
In the
when-
same way that you bully people in your TikToks, you're going to answer my question. Go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm answering
Get
your
'em.
question.
And I'd
Usually
be
when
much-
you ask a question, you
I hate those fascists on TikTok because all they do is mute you. They'll ask you a question and mute you and say, "Why don't you answer this?" while they're muting you. It's so crazy.
stop talking so someone can answer it.
Go ahead.
Great. So when we look at aspects of consent, I don't think it's just based on being agreeing to an action. There are other aspects of consent when it comes to sex. And one of it is that consent is reversible. If you're unconscious, you can't reverse your consent.
What about a will?
What about will?
A will. Can somebody will you their stuff?
Yes.
I don't understand. They're not conscious. What about their
we're
consent?
We're talking about consent when it comes to sex. Obviously, there are going to be
Be
different
cons-
standards when it comes to different aspects that you're agreeing to. Like even medical procedures require an aspect of informed consent. Sex
Well, how do
has
you-
different
how do you
aspects
give
of consent.
somebody the-
Contracts have different aspects.
Yeah, how do you give somebody the ability to make medical decisions for you?
I mean, if you're a power of attorney,
Yeah, so then you're agreeing that this person, when you're not conscious, can do things with your body.
sure.
Why
when it
can't you
comes
do
to-
that
when it
with your
comes
wife
to
when it comes to
medical-
sex?
This just makes me want to draw up contracts. Just sign here, ma'am, and let's get into the bedroom. Like, what? You take all the adventure and fun out of sex with these. That's why I'm dating older women. Like that right there. Like I'm more attracted physically to the younger ones, sure, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any of the shit these young ones think or the weird shit they got in their head? No fucking way.
Sex.
When it comes to medical procedures, yes.
Why can't you
when
do
it,
that
When
with-
it comes to sex,
Yeah.
because I just believe that you have to have that aspect of it being reversible.
Totally inconsistent.
Sex is a medical condition, I guess. Why are we talking about that? That has nothing to do with sex. Like it's different consents. You just admitted it was different consents, and there is implied consent. When you're naked in some man's bed, he might be fucking you. Don't do that if you don't want that.
How is it that a person can be unconscious on a table?
Again, there are different
they're still
standards when
alive?
it comes to different aspects.
Well, I know that there's different standards, but in order to be consistent,
Yes.
if the one
I
standard
don't
is there,
think you, no.
yeah, if the one
There
standard is
there
there.
doesn't have to be consistent standards for every single situation.
Oh, so you just have
There can
inconsistent
be-
standards. That's what you're saying.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
I do think sex has certain conditions that should be required.
Why?
And I
'Cause you
don't
just
know
think so?
why
You just think
Contract.
so?
being reversible is unreasonable or being
Bitch, I'll unfuck you then. Does that make it better? All right, we just unfucked. What the fuck?
conscious. Is
Reversible
like,
would be she wakes up after she gave you consent and then says stop. That would be reversible consent.
Well, she's not conscious. She doesn't have the capacity to reverse.
She
it.
already
gonna
gave
wake
you the
up.
consent, just like
You're gonna
can't
wake
stay
up
asleep.
during sex unless you're on
people
drugs
wake
or
up
something.
with like
Can
slight
stay
noises, like,
asleep.
oh my god,
So
I feel like
imagine
I heard someone walking.
if you're
like,
having
they woke
sex
up.
while you're
Her boyfriend's dick must be like this big. If you're gonna sleep through him fucking you, that's on you, baby. That's on you. Get a tighter vag.
drunk and then you pass out in the middle. Is there any kind of
I've done that.
ethics on continuing to go, like continuing?
No, yeah, being unconscious like after
Then don't keep
drinking,
going. That'd
that-
be weird.
That's different.
Well, I mean, you already got consent.
That's different. That's like a whole different like scenario. Like if you're
I
being
mean,
woken up.
it's not.
This is where they lose people. Okay, in the middle of having sex, you pass out. Okay, well then, too bad. You gave consent. We started. Okay, whether or not I'm thinking you planned on finishing, so you falling asleep is irrelevant to me. I've never had it happen, so I don't even understand what she's talking about. I'm sure it probably could. It could happen, but what is he supposed to know? Does he have like a team of physicians to check her pulse, make sure she's awake and conscious? Sometimes girls don't talk; they just lay there. Sometimes dead fish, they exist. I mean, what is she? How would you know? How would you know at what point she stops consenting in her head while she's passing out? How about this is a no harm, no foul here? You gave consent for the sex. Once you penetrate, it's in there. What difference does it make? He's on your body count now. Who cares about the nutting? That's kind of irrelevant. Once it's in, it's in. It's over now.
You're
You've already
sober.
gotten consent. I just don't know why it's such a crazy take that when you're having sex with a partner that they're conscious.
because
Like,
No,
because
being-
it's an
absolutely
inconsistent.
why.
Being drunk, being like too drunk and you pass out, that's just different from like.
Well, let me
being
ask you this:
asleep.
she's asleep,
Like,
and
you
you reach
didn't
over
choose to fall
when you're
asleep, you
spooning
got
her,
so drunk
and you
you
just
passed
grab a
out. Like,
handful of the chest. Is that SA?
no,
Why not?
I think
Why would that not be? If I did that to some girl who didn't want it, wouldn't it be? Same thing. She didn't consent. She's asleep. Same fucking thing. What is the diff? It's all this. Why do you even need to worry about this kind of shit? If you're fucking a girl who would argue with you about that after she just fell asleep naked in your bed, well, you got the wrong girl. And that's the problem. They're all the wrong girls now.
when we're talking about essay within this specific context, like
She can't consent.
She
If
was
I reached
talking about
over
the
and-
one act of putting something in while
Yeah,
the
but
other
why-
person is
It was
unconscious.
already
Again, this
in.
is totally
again,
inconsistent.
I think there can be differences between like unwanted touches or unwanted affection
Uh-huh.
versus engaging in sex when your partner's unconscious.
I don't understand. Doesn't a woman need to consent before I grab her chest?
No, I think there
No?
can be when you're in a committed relationship. I do think
Ah.
that there can be aspects of like understanding each
Just
other's
not that
boundaries.
one.
Not when it comes to like
Why?
bodily integrity.
That's
no.
again
Because
not.
Can't tell you why. Just no, not that one. Nah, just don't think so. It's my feelings.
consistent
Cuddling
at
and
all.
having sex is different.
Yes, I
cuddling and sex-
understand that they're different, but why is the
So if I walk up to a woman on the street and grab her titty, I can just say, "Hey, we just cuddling. Calm down. This is different. This ain't sex." I don't think they're going to be very agreeable.
standard different? So the whole idea here is consent.
Matter of fact, I know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
because the degree, do you think someone being groped and someone being raped are equal in terms
Do you
of
think
trauma?
from an intersectional viewpoint
just
that
asked
all
you a
traumas,
question.
and I'm answering it, from an intersectional viewpoint, all traumas are not equal. Since all traumas are not equal, a
Correct.
woman who's getting her chest grabbed can be just as traumatized as a woman who's been penetrated, yeah?
I mean, obviously, it would depend on the person, but no,
Right.
I would say if you are penetrated, that violation of bodily integrity is always going
You
to be
can't make a determination from an intersectional standpoint on trauma. Trauma for a woman who's been groped can be just as bad as a woman who has been penetrated. Yes or no?
No, I would always say the trauma from being penetrated is going to be.
Based on what? You've seen women, it wouldn't even affect them if they got penetrated. So it obviously is not the same. There are women that have had that happen to them where it didn't bother them as much as some of them women who freak out over it and lose, rightfully so. And the same thing with the touch. I've seen women who have freaked out and then tell their story, and it's like, yeah, a guy touched me on the subway, and they're like crying about the story. So there are different degrees depending on the person. So that's why they say that from that perspective, you can't like substantiate more or less because it depends upon how much that person felt. That's why y'all's whole religion is based on feelings. Remember?
Based on what? Just some arbitrary standard you made up?
Just because of how different your body is in terms of being violated internally versus touched.
Oh, I see. So
There's
not
lifelong damage
so
that
there's
can
not
come
a
with that.
single woman who's been penetrated, who's had less trauma than a woman who has been
I
essayed
mean, you
or
tell me,
violated.
you're making the claim.
I'm asking.
I've
Didn't claim.
asked and answered.
How I don't understand. What claim did I make?
You made the claim that everyone's trauma is going to
No,
vary.
I said
and
from an intersectional standpoint.
That's your.
Yes, from an intersectional
Where are you
standpoint,
getting that from?
it's literally in intersectional literature that
literature?
trauma cannot be deduced as feminist standpoint theory.
Where?
You can find it in every university in the United States that teaches feminist classes. So,
Which she spent half of her life in, more than half of her life. She is an egghead who tries to pretend like she knows all this shit, and then she acts like, what's intersection? She knows what this is. She's teaching this shit.
feminist standpoint theory, the claim is made that trauma, you cannot say one trauma is worse than another trauma. How could you do intersectionality if you believe that you could just do that arbitrarily? You can't. So if that's the case, you can't really make the claim this trauma is worse than that trauma because it's going to be dependent on the
It's going
person.
to be a higher degree.
Depending on the person. Yeah.
I think there can be obvious classifications.
Okay, but depending on the person, logically, this has to follow. It has to be dependent on the person. One trauma can be worse for them, or it can be less worse for them. Yes or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's complete nonsense.
I've said the same thing over and over.
Okay, so then you're telling me that, let's say a white person, he grows up in like horribly poverty conditions in the South, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a black person who grows up and they have kind of a nice middle class lifestyle, right? Do you think that if that black person is called the N-word and that Southerner is called the C-word, even though clearly, objectively, that white person has a worse standard of living than the black person, that's more or less hurtful for one or the other?
What's the C word?
We
Answer.
can't. Don't say it.
This is how it
Yeah, I
starts.
can't say it.
I don't know what
Just-
the C word is.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
don't worry about
wondering.
it.
Because everyone knows what the
Is it
N word
less or
is.
more
I'm just
hurtful?
wondering
I mean,
what's the
obviously
C
the
word?
N-word is going to be worse
Based on what?
based on the generational and historic
How could that be
use.
worse on the guy who's middle class, though?
It has nothing because it has nothing to
Hey,
do
hey,
with
whoa, whoa,
class.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Hey. Did you forget the part of the conversation where only one person should be speaking at a time? She's speaking. Granted, she's talking way too much than she should be at this point in the conversation. We haven't even gone through the intros.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Well,
I do not want Brian's job trying to herd a bunch of brain dead women and get them to shut up while one talks. Their egos won't let that happen. They can't sit quietly for that long. It's not possible.
not really. It's her bad. If people are engaged in the conversation, you guys can't be interrupting other people.
Can I add
Kindly.
something?
Yeah.
I just want to say, both of you guys, it makes sense. Like if you're in a new relationship, you're not going to go and put anything anywhere it doesn't belong. And if you're in a married relationship and you guys both have talked to one another,
See what I'm saying? She just wants to talk. She has nothing to fucking say. You make sense and you make sense. And I felt like I should talk. That's what she should have said. Because that's all she's doing here. I can't sit quietly and let you people talk. There's not enough attention for me. I got to talk even though I have nothing to say. So I'm going to Kamala Harris a speech together for y'all. That's what she just said.
about what is appropriate in your relationship and you've already decided what your boundaries are, then that seems acceptable, right?
Hey,
Like,
stop using logic and reason. Stop that. This is a Marxist we're talking to. You don't
I
need
do want
logic.
to
You don't
say
need reason.
one time I did fall asleep.
While doing that?
Right. I was like I was drunk and then yeah, I fell asleep. But why would he see? I want to know, what part of it do you like? Do you like the part right like when she doesn't feel it at all? Or
As if that poor guy knew she was going to fall asleep, which I'm sure alcohol was involved. Jeez, explosion. But yeah, you can't. I forgot. Oh, there was a clip exploded. Back to this.
Robert Tanner donated $1,000. Pop champagne. Hey, here is your champagne pop. Hoping this help you out, Andrew and Brian. Message me anytime for help all.
Yo, Robert Tanner, really good to see you in the chat, man. I do appreciate the champagne. Can you bring just the cups and the champagne bottle?
That was quick.
Just give me the whole bag and I'll figure it out. I'm actually denying you and you champagne.
wait, what? Why?
Denied champagne. Because you're prone to interruption, and if you get liquored up, you're just going to interrupt a whole bunch. You were interrupting, you're not getting champagne either.
But I was reacting to her.
Well, you know, sometimes collateral damage. I don't know what to say.
Follow the rules.
Oh man.
Okay.
I like this. I like the panel. It's like a panel thing, right? Like where each of us get to kind of chime in because
That's what I would like before she hijacks the conversation there rather rudely.
Two girls are trying to talk, so maybe like.
Only one person should be talking at a time, regardless of their gender. How about that? All right.
Yeah, why don't you listen to that?
Huh?
Yeah, regardless of their gender and regardless of their.
Wait, when they were having an exchange.
How about? Do you think I'm going to say anything? I'm not. I'm not getting champagne, so I have no incentive.
To participate in good faith in the conversation. When this is your second time on the show, I've already went over the rules with you multiple times. You were interrupting Kenzie when she was speaking. You were interrupting them while they're in the midst of the conversation. You reeled her into your disruption too.
I said, "Can I add?" And this
No. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. You said, "Can I add?" after I told you to be quiet and stop interrupting people.
He said sure.
Yeah, he did.
He said
Are
sure.
you guys actually gaslighting right now? So they were talking, then they started having a sidebar conversation after I justly told her to be quiet and let Kenzie finish talking. Then she said, "Can I add something?"
And then he said sure.
Right, my issue isn't with that. My issue is with the initial interruption. Are you not following? Did you just repeated yourself? Would you like me to repeat my?
This part right here just proves we need to bring back asylums, and we also need to bring back charm school for women because they don't know how to be women anymore. They're taught they got to go out in the workforce and compete with men, and they just have no couth anymore. They're just like this monster. That's what you experience. That's what you experience. You can't even correct them on your own podcast when they're talking while other people are talking and not understanding why we can't hear when it sounds like The View. They don't understand because they like The View, I guess. It's a lady show. So maybe that's just how they think life exists. You know, 6 groups of clucking all over the place. They think that's a good podcast. I don't fucking get it.
Myself now? Do you need me to explain it to you again? Let me get you caught up one more time. I don't have an objection to her having done a subsequent, I want to do a follow-up question pertaining to the topic at hand.
This is way more derailing.
Now she's
This is
interrupting.
derailing the whole thing.
You know what? I'm the host of the show. I will talk as much as I'd like pertaining to your interruption.
And I'm a guest of your show. Thank you for having me on.
Do you need to be kicked off already? Is that what's going
Better
on?
sooner than later, Brian.
God damn, bro. It's like fucking dealing with
Don't you guys want to go find one of these to make your life easier? Don't you think finding one of these women and wifing them up, wouldn't that make your life better? To have discussions like this about every fucking thing you say, just be disagreeable in every way they can. Don't you want one? This is why our birth rates are dropping. You have to put your dick in one of these.
Strong women.
Is that what you think being strong is? Is just being obnoxious? How do you define strong?
How do you describe power? Do you think having power is just paying a bunch of women to hang out with you for several hours?
Yes.
How?
Into the microphone.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not trusting. I ain't paying you. I ain't paying y'all. First off, I ain't paying y'all to hang out with me. We're here doing a podcast, so I don't know where you're getting that from.
Can I?
I don't think Brian wanted it out there that he pays some of the women, so I think that got him a little heated here. But yeah, he's got to pay these idiots to come on here and promote their fucking, their OnlyFans so they can show their titties to everybody. He has to pay them to come promote their fucking channels. That's why they're on here, because they know they're stupid. They know better than to think they're winning these debates. Obviously, they ain't.
Respond to you, Lord Brian.
Huh?
May I please respond, Master Brian?
Making sure she don't interrupt.
Who are we passing it to?
I don't know.
Over here?
Do you want some?
Yeah.
I don't want any.
Nope.
Can I have hers,
I
please?
knew it was a
I'll get mine.
I don't think I'm allowed.
Oh, sorry.
I thought it was.
The last thing these brain dead bimbos need is more alcohol. He needs some methylene blue. That's what he needs to be feeding them if he wants some intelligent conversation.
Yes, please.
Do you want some?
If we're talking about SA, and women are we're the victims mostly of SA, so obviously we're all gonna have different things to add so that you can hear our voices, because that's why we're here, right? So that we can give you the female perspective.
I'm not going to allow you. No.
In time
Here?
out.
Thank you.
I'm not going to allow you to mischaracterize what happened. She was talking, then you two were engaged in what we call a sidebar conversation, which we specifically tell you not to do. What do both of you not understand about how to engage in a conversation? Answer me that.
Now riddle me this, Batman.
If you were actually talking to us, not like on this podcast, is that how you would speak to me? Because I don't think so.
How would that matter?
How would that matter? What if I talk to you exactly how you talk to me?
Well, do you always talk the same way in a job occupation that you would outside
No,
of a
I
job occupation?
I understand entertaining,
Well, it's not just entertainment.
but there's something to be
Can
said
you
of
tilt your
just
mic down, please?
She thinks it's like a social thing. Like the Brian's just some guy that she talks to. He's paying you, so you just admitted he's your boss. Once I pay you, you need to follow my rules, right?
degrading, just demeaning.
Well, that's kind of funny. Like, I had a shop foreman who was just like the nicest guy you could ever imagine when we were outside of the shop. And when he was inside the shop, he would throw tools at me all the time, literally throw them at my head.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh, it was great. He was like one of the best ever, right?
Sounds traumatic.
But inside of his occupation, right? Of course, he acts in the capacity of his occupation. That's how it works. Don't you act a certain way in your occupation?
Pleasant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good that you've only ever had
Are you a bitch like this when you're giving Hummers on the internet on your OnlyFans?
pleasant occupied jobs, right? But not all of us have. Some jobs require a different form of discourse.
Can I ask you a question? If somebody murdered your family and you saw the murderer standing right there, would you be pleasant, like verbally, to the murderer?
That's why you have such contempt for women?
Do you want it?
Because you think of them as murderers?
Wow.
Your analogies, sometimes they
that's
never
a
make sense to me.
completely- Do you know what an analogy is? That's
Yeah.
a complete logical
Like math. Math doesn't make sense to her either, I bet.
failing on your part. Answer the actual question.
I'm trying to understand where this is coming from.
Why don't you just answer the question? Because I'll explain it to you. You asked me about my tone. I will explain my tone to you if you answer my question.
Can I say something?
No, let
Oh,
her
God.
answer.
They're desperate to get yelled at. They just want it so bad. Just any kind of attention. They'll probably fall in love with Brian if he's yelling at them because that's how broken these bitches are.
If I saw a murderer, if someone murdered my family and they were right there, how would I react?
Yeah, would you be pleasant towards them verbally? Would you be like, oh, can I get you like a glass of water? Or would you yell at them? Like, would you treat them politely? I'll explain it to you just as soon as you
I am trying to
answer.
understand, but
I'll make you understand, but I'd like you to answer the question first.
I would not have anything to do with him. So they don't need to breathe the air that I'm like, we don't need to be around one another.
When you go, okay, so you wouldn't be like, fuck you, I hate you, maybe I'm gonna murder you back.
I want you to see how she's acting here. Do you think she would not say anything? Do you think she's capable of not saying anything ever? She couldn't do it. Where are we at in this? We are at the 31-minute mark. And she started talking a long time before this. So she couldn't even sit there for 30 minutes while he was talking to someone else about something. Do you think she would be quiet if someone had just unalived her family? She's lying here. Of course she would say, yell at him.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Have
put
you
my
ever been in
energy.
an argument with somebody?
Yeah.
Have you ever raised your voice at somebody? Or you're just, never once in your life somebody has upset you or done something which you determined or you viewed as wrong or a sort of grievance, and you've just always remained 100% tactful and you never got upset and your voice was always perfectly calm?
You'll know.
Have you yelled at somebody before?
Yeah.
What did they do? Were they wrong? Maybe you were justified to yell at them. Is that fair to say? Did somebody did somebody ever do something harmful or hurtful to you?
I felt very, very bad about it.
You felt bad. And have you ever raised your voice at anybody?
Yeah, that's what I felt bad about.
You felt bad about raising your own voice.
Yes.
Have you ever been involved in I
Okay.
don't know how better to.
For me to get angry at someone.
Has anyone ever treaded on you in some way?
Yes.
It's really weird. It's like, because I can see you use cutting wit to cut people down, right? Do you feel bad about that?
I do not cut people down.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
She claims she's a comedian too.
Well, then what was the quip at Brian? You just paid women to hang out with you? That wasn't a cutting quip, was it?
Yeah, but imagine having all of the leverage used against you.
I see. So what you're saying then is that you do have a defense mechanism that you'll use. Perhaps you don't raise your voice, but you'll use the defense mechanism you have of a cutting quip, right? Do you feel bad about that?
Well, it usually makes people laugh.
Sometimes, sure.
So it's like a positive thing.
But what if it hurt Brian's feelings? That would
would
be
make me feel
mean.
bad.
Yeah, well then you should feel bad. Brian, he looks like he got his feelings. You should definitely feel bad.
He didn't get his feelings hurt.
Who are you to dictate?
Yeah, now you can dictate.
Do you
whose
have your
got
feelings?
hurt.
Are your feelings hurt?
Are my feelings hurt? I mean, by your position is one of misrepresentation. That's clearly that.
You represent yourself just fine.
Are your feelings hurt?
Huh?
Are your feelings hurt?
I think it's unfair to misrepresent somebody. I'm
I'm sorry, I still don't know if they're hurt or not.
How does that pertain?
Well, that's the question. That's what she's asking.
Is whether someone's feelings are hurt or not, can you tread on somebody? Like if, maybe their feelings aren't hurt, but you have aggrieved them in some way, but they're.
What if Andrew's wife's feelings weren't hurt by him having sex with her while she was sleeping? Isn't that the same argument we were talking about earlier? How's that different?
Feelings aren't hurt.
Okay. But she's asking if your feelings are
Yeah,
hurt.
we can maybe let her speak for herself on this. I know the sisterhood wants to come in and defend her, but I'm talking to
I'm
her
not,
now.
not defending her.
That's cool.
I want to know what the murderer thing meant. Like, where did that come from?
He's just showing different behavior in different contexts.
Yeah,
That was just an
like thing X
So-
could upset you and you would behave differently if thing X, if you were dealing with thing X, that's it.
So this is just, I guess, what I'm trying to get at here. Hey, can we get people in frame here? So I think on the sources tab, you can change the split. So scroll down, and then it's the top one.
They're so mean.
It's the other one. It's the GH5R. See, but this is, you just said I mean.
sad.
This is sort of the lack of self-awareness and lack of accountability that a lot of people have. And it seems like there is a trend more so when it comes to women having a lack of accountability. You're just saying, essentially what you're saying is, Brian, you are so rude and so mean and you raise your voice for no reason. And it completely manifests out of nowhere, out of the ether. However, I would like to, before I actually forward the position that you just completely lack accountability, do you think the fact that I have been a bit stern with you, do you think that you have contributed or done nothing wrong?
I would say that it's not like it's coming out of the ether, but I would say
What would
it's
you
something
say?
within yourself, and that it's actually
Sure,
you.
people can have like internally like be short tempered,
Right.
or they can like lose their patience, especially if they've their patience has been dwindled time and time again. I agree with you. I'll ask the question again though, since you continue to duck it.
I'd like him to ask her, what is the ether? Where is that? What define that for me?
What do you think you did to contribute? Or did you do nothing wrong? That could be your answer. You think you did nothing wrong. Okay, Steel Man, my position, what do you think I think you did wrong, whether you think I'm wrong or not? You don't know. It's just nothing. There's just nothing there. What do you think I think you did wrong? How about that? We'll start there.
I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yep.
I don't know, Brian. Please tell
faith.
me what I think. Actually, can you please just tell me what I think? I wish
How
I
about
knew.
you just engage in good faith and answer the question?
What if you told
That's his worker. She just said he pays her to come there and be on this show. That's your boss. You guys hiring a bunch of women today? This is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to get.
talk to me with respect?
How about you conduct with your respect begets respect? You need to respect me first.
Exactly.
Did she just say exactly that she needs to respect me first? So you were being disrespectful.
Me or
first.
you? You like how I came in, I was polite, I'm nice, and then I feel like you emotionally explode.
Well,
Why don't you tilt your mic down once again, please? Go ahead, Andrew.
well, so this is kind of funny, right? So do you have people I'm assuming who are close personal friends of yours?
No.
You have people who are close personal friends with you?
I would
Yeah.
No.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Would
Nope.
you be
Jeez, that's not-
or would you be upset if you're sitting at a table and somebody called them a rapist in front of thousands of people? Okay, hang on. I just want you to answer the direct question I'm asking. Would that upset you?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So then if you were addressing that and somebody cut in, wouldn't it piss you off?
Do you actually want me to answer? Is this rhetorical?
No. It's
Why would it
direct
be
question.
rhetorical?
I'm not being loud or
This is a panel discussion,
She's about to say, stop yelling at me.
and I heard SA being discussed. I'm a woman, and I think, okay,
Which means I can't keep my mouth shut and let two people talk about something without interjecting my nonsense.
I have something to say about this.
totally agree with your recap.
And also, I want to say that I was just going to add so that the conversation could be over.
I understand.
Because it was way too long.
Yeah, let's end the conversation. It's a 7-hour podcast. You're 30 minutes in. Let's let the conversation drain out a little bit. They're gonna run out of shit to talk about like that.
I understand.
I don't even.
But hang on, but I understand the recap.
Grant.
Well, hang on, I understand the recap.
Recap's wrong.
Like,
But
you're
the thing is, like, even if that recap is true, I just would like you to answer me. If somebody cut in, right, when that exchange was going on, when somebody called a close personal friend of yours a rapist, wouldn't that piss you off?
No.
No, okay. I think most reasonable people would piss them off, but okay.
You would have to think, what are their intentions? Are they trying to diffuse the situation? Maybe we're all on a show.
Here, I'll make it. I'm gonna have to move it on.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask one, I guess, final thing on this, and the whole panel is gonna have to weigh in on this. Did before the show, when Blake there was giving the pre-show instructions, did he say the following thing? One person speaking at a time. Don't interrupt. No sidebar conversations, which is leaning over to the person next to you and speaking to them. Did he say that?
Brian, she's a female worker. The female workers don't have to follow your silly rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Did he say that? And you've been on the show multiple times.
I heard him say that, but I'm saying
Ah.
I'm trying to
What is there-
understand how.
I mean, I do see her point that maybe she thought there was a time where she couldn't, like, he also said be aggressive, make sure you just don't sit there. I think there can be a little grace there.
No, here's what happened is there was a
Yes, for the first time when she interrupted, yes, there's grace for that. I'm sure that's not what he's talking about. But when she started talking with her friend after, while other people were trying to talk, that's what he's talking about.
moment
That's when he blew up. He didn't blow up because she interrupted. He just went with the conversation for a little bit. He's talking about the talking in the background in front of one of these things so that everybody else at home can't hear what you're saying.
after the initial confrontation that I
That's how you have to explain shit to women right there. Because you have to tell them the rule. Then you have to go over the reason you have that rule. Then you have to tell them the ramifications if they don't follow that rule. It's like if you hired a man, you just say, don't do that. And they say, okay. And that's how that goes.
had with her where she said, now can I ask something? But you guys are conveniently omitting or ignoring the part when you were talking, Kenzie, they were talking. They were sidebarring.
I said, what is the C word? That is an important thing to talk about. How could you ever say
but I
that,
said,
oh,
don't-
which one is worse, the N-word or fucking cracker?
Okay.
Because I wasn't paying attention when you told me not to say that in the beginning. So it's your fault that I wasn't paying attention. So I need to break the rules that you told me that I wasn't paying attention for that either. Now give me my money. Pay me, bitch. That's
I gotta kick you off the show. I told you not to say it in the moment. I have to kick you off the show. Kindly get up and leave.
Cracker, faggot,
Well, oh my
retard.
God, what-
oh.
God.
Uh-oh.
If
Get
you're not
off
gonna,
the show.
no.
Get off the show.
You're gonna pay me for partial.
You're-
You're gonna pay me for
you're-
as long
get
as
off the show.
I'm
Get
not
off the
leaving
show.
until you pay.
She just tried to get him kicked off of YouTube by saying a bunch of words that they were told you can't say, which I guess she heard those. She didn't hear the ones that we're talking about. But now she's going to try and get his show taken off. And then, hey, you're going to pay me for the couple of minutes that I was here that I didn't follow your rules. There you go. Fill your workforce with these. Go ahead. Do a quota so that you have to hire a certain amount of these. That's good for business.
Pay me.
Get off the show.
I'm not leaving until you pay me.
Get off the show.
I'm not leaving until you pay me.
You're gonna have to handle it afterwards because you know how it is. You're not getting paid. Get
How
off the
dare
show.
you say
You'll
that
get paid. I'll
cracker
pay you.
and the N-word are
Stop.
even
You
close
can't
to the
say those
same?
words. You can't say those words.
They're not the same.
By the way, you signed an agreement.
How does this make you feel? I want to know. Do you think that the N-word, it doesn't make any sense. No white person has ever gotten offended.
As if Brian makes the terms of service, as if Brian is the one suspending himself. This moron who wants you to respect her intelligence doesn't understand that Brian's not saying don't say these words because I don't like them. He's saying don't say these words because he got a list of words you're not supposed to say. And they don't really just ban you for saying that word, but they do start shadow banning you. There are ramifications for your channel for saying these things. And she's going to do it anyway because it doesn't matter. I'm a girl.
Someone saying this cracker.
Get off the show. You can't say that. Stop.
Why are you groaning at cracker?
And now I know I'm not supposed to be saying it, and I'm just going to keep saying it. Pay me my partial for the 30 minutes I was here.
Just get off, because there are rules for the platforms. You can't say those words. It has nothing
Where
to do.
did it say we can't say cracker?
I told you before the fucking show. What is wrong with
I didn't even know that was a bad word.
You need to leave. This conversation is over. Get up and leave. Get up and leave.
Have I been here for an hour? Because I'm going to be paid for at least the hour.
Sure, fine, whatever. Get up and leave. You'll be paid for the hour. Get up and leave.
Thank you.
Kindly get the fuck out and leave.
You're a little
I want employee of the month too. I got to get employee of the month.
man, Brian. You're a tiny little man.
Thank you.
You too. I saw your discussion with the crew
Get the
girl,
fuck
and
out.
I just want to say that
Get
was
the
laughable.
fuck out,
You don't
lady.
know her culture.
Get
You
out.
sound like you're deaf and you're thinking
I've been thinking that the whole night.
Get the fuck out of here.
What if we just go
Uh-oh.
outside? What if we talk about?
You gonna physically assault me?
No,
Let's go outside.
I want to talk about it.
You should stop.
I want to talk about it. I want to talk
You're
about
gonna.
it.
You're not talking.
I think she's gonna hit.
I want to
Are you
talk
gonna
about
hit? Don't do it.
I think hey, Priscilla,
Don't talk about it with yourself.
Priscilla, this is not
Talk
making it
about it
better.
with yourself.
How about we talk about
Priscilla,
it
this
together?
is not
How
making
about when
anything
you,
better.
When you make fun of me, you look at me in my eyes.
Oh man, look at my eyes. Look at your eyes.
Let's go.
I could just.
Andrew, just stop.
Let's de-escalate a little bit.
Yeah.
Priscilla,
I'll
just
walk
get
away.
out.
Yeah, let's.
Just Priscilla, go down. Priscilla, go down.
Girl, I don't want to say anything, but you don't want to make the other girls feel safe. Let's go.
Go that way. Go that way.
Come on.
Go that. Don't walk this way.
You disgust me. All of your followers disgust me. You guys are disgusting, misogynistic, tiny little dicked men. I hope you understand that. Thank you.
Crashing out.
Just get out. Just leave. Just say your shit and leave. Just get out and leave. Cool, I get it. I disgust you. Get out and leave. You really do. Get out and leave.
And that's why this is the best podcast on TV right now.
It's very early on.
Just when Brian shows up, though. I mean, whenever Andrew shows up. Brian does a good job, but like you need Andrew to really set him off. Like you see that Brian fucked with her for an hour, for 40 minutes, and Andrew had to say a couple of words, and she's ready to cash me outside, motherfucker. She went ghetto quick. But there's a second part to this. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it because it's on a 3 versus 1 against Andrew. I got to go watch it again because I don't remember if it was very good. But I just saw this when I wanted to do it, so let me get out of here. Oh God, that is what you get when you hire women to work for you in any profession. In any profession, it may not be as bad as that, but that's the attitude you get. You have to make this accommodating for me. I'm here, and where's my office? That's how they act. And the fucked up part is, a lot of times they end up getting that office because it's just easier to give it to them than it is to deal with them. And that's why the world's the way it is. Right there, right in front of you. You just saw. She admitted Brian's her boss, and she's doing this for promotion as well. And she's still making an ass out of herself instead of just listening and doing what the man who's made the podcast told you to do. The man who's writing the check. That's the behavior you get when you hire women to do things that men should be doing. I don't know if podcasting even really falls into that, but picture that when you're out trying to be a police officer. Picture that. Enjoy. So anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Peace. See y'all. I might see you this weekend. I will. Yeah, I'm coming this week.